Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Neki broadcast. Today we are playing Dota 2, and it seems we are offlane, and we are going to try to make the most of it. We do have Dazzle on support, and we do have mid lane Invoker. I'm already liking the Dazzle pick. Not sure why he showed Invoker mid that quickly though. We have support Pudge, which I already hate. Makes absolutely no sense. And I will now try to pick a hero that goes well with Pudge. Or I could just pick whatever I want, just like Pudge did. So considering that I was going versus Disruptor and Lich, I decided to pick a magic immune hero, or a hero that has easy access to magic immunity. We are going to struggle a bit versus this silencer because it pierces spell immunity, so we are going to need a spell immunity item, or at least a dispel item. So yeah, we are going to need that. I am thinking at this moment in time Manta style gives us a bit of that carry potential, and gives us movement speed, attack speed. Good item to have all round. We are going versus Phantom Lancer though. It's great that we have Dazzle, and it's great that we have Slark. Other than that, we are again going to struggle versus illusions. So we do need to end this game quickly. As long as I find out who this Phantom Lancer is, who the real Phantom Lancer is, I do have a counterplay, which is infest him, right? So if I get the Aghanim Scepter, I can infest him, and then he is disarmed, and with him being disarmed, he can't really produce his illusions. But I do need to get close to him to infest him in the first place. So I'm thinking I would have perhaps considered an Assassin's Shroud, but considering that we have Slark, he already has that invisibility to keep the enemies guessing, and the enemies will have to place lots of sentries already and think about countering invis, and they will already be forced into a counter invis playing style, if that makes any sense. So me purchasing an invis item to add on top of that would basically be futile. So I'm really not sure how I can get close to this Phantom Lancer. It seems he's going to be solo here, so oh no, never mind. There's Leech. Oh, there's Pudge as well. Okay, it seems I'm going to die here. Or not. I do need to last hit a lot. I mean, I do need to attack a lot. He went meat hook. He will need level 2, and once he's level 2, we will be able to make some plays, hopefully. You can't make me. Anyway, I will try to, again, with that Manta style, that will give me a bit of speed, and if I do analyze carefully the fight, I will be able to figure out who the real Phantom Lancer is. And then the fact that I do have invisibility, magic immunity, that would basically allow me to waltz in to the right position behind enemy lines. Okay, that's the real one for sure. Can you hook? Can you hook? Can you just hook him? Okay, get this one as well. Never mind, we got lots of kills there. Again, I walked away from him to not block the hook, but then I saw that he was not going to hook, so basically I went and attacked Phantom Lancer. For the second one, I did walk away from him at the end, again to not block the hook. Really important to try to keep in mind not to block this hook from Pudge. And I'm not saying that you should be obsessed not blocking the hook. You do have your own objectives which you need to attain, but at least pay attention to Pudge's movements, because at one point he might simply move to a side. Don't just ignore the fact that he moves to a side and move right in front of him. He moves to a side so he can avoid your body, which is blocking his hook, so that he can target the enemy hero. So at least move to the other side when you see these side movements. Pay attention to that. I'm not saying that you should always provide space for the hook, but at least when you see some effort from Pudge to position himself, just work with, work together with those efforts. Don't work in the opposite direction, and don't take actions that basically cancel his efforts. Did place here a sentry guard. Oh, come on, he's not very good, is he? His hooks are really lacking. Okay. I'm coming back with a vengeance. You can't make me. If he can manage to hook, can probably get some kills out of all this. He doesn't. I mean, if you can't hook, and most beginners don't. I mean, it's really difficult. It's a skill shot, right? But you can at least. Okay, that was a nice hook. That was nicely done. Trying to body block to the best of my ability. Can probably kill this guy as well. Oh, he died. Oh, Pudge died. Never mind. Now, seeing how this has went so far, I don't think magic immunity would help me a great deal, but it's good to have this, 1 point in it. So for example, this is a slow that I can dispel with my magic immunity, right? And also if silencer. Well, we're going to get our revenge, let's put it this way. Get a bit of regen there. Just this leech does have quite significant magic damage early on, so we do have to be careful. We do have to go back, not attack on top of his spells, try to respect his spells, which I didn't do, simply because I'm thinking I'm Lifestealer, so I can tank almost anything, which is not true. Now, there is the hook potential, and they know it. They are scared of it. Oh, that was bad. He dived the tower. There's no reason for him to dive the tower there. And I died one too many times there. I'm not going to dive the tower with him. It was a nice rev word placement. Denying some vision from the enemy. Now with this level 6, it's going to be a pain to deal with this Phantom Lancer, but still manageable as long as you can identify the real one. Unfortunately, there was an illusion there. It's gonna be a tough game, I can assure you of that. With this Phantom Lancer here out of control. Trying to kill those illusions to basically make way for the hook. Punch is in a difficult situation, but he should be able to get out of it. Never mind that. What? Is the real one? It's just so annoying. I thought I was fighting illusions all that time, but apparently not. Yeah, I do need to change something, otherwise I'm going to be feeding this Phantom Lancer all game. Maybe go for this Timber Saw instead. Or perhaps Pudge should just leave the lane and leave me here. I'm not sure middle what's happening. I don't want to upset Invoker as well. Okay, I'm gonna go for Timber Saw. Feels like I could have a bit more impact here than top, where I just don't seem to be able to synchronize. Okay, at least we did something here, which I did not expect we would do. My impact was not that significant, just to make it clear. I only attacked a few times. They are collapsing on top of this Dazzle. Okay, Slark, if you want to farm, go farm, no problem. Successful. Okay, that is a bad fight.
Go fight.
I'm trying to get this silencer. Oh, come on. Almost clicked on this punch. Oh, that was beautiful there. So many bounces. That was really bad from my team's part to position themselves so poorly. I'm going to try to push middle. I'm just a bit sick of dealing with Phantom Lancer, and probably that's going to come and bite me later on. Just, I feel that between me and Pudge, we just don't have enough to deal with Phantom Lancer. His illusions block the hook, and with liches, spells just become so much easier, so much more difficult to deal any kind of real damage. Now, keen on buying armlet, which I never do, almost never do on Lifestealer. But I do need an impactful item. In terms of rage, it gives me movement speed, but that's just about it. The fact that I'm Lifestealer means that I can farm relatively easily wherever I please. Okay, let's see here, Tim Saw. Okay, don't mind if I do.
Chase him, we can chase.
Okay, that was an important kill, and you saw my rage there save me from a terrible spell from Disruptor. That's actually my teammate spell. We should go back now. We should go back. We should go back and then go back in to help our teammates. Some support here. We should be able to get out. However, we must be careful here. You see, I'm trying to prevent those bounces. Oh god, the best fight. But at least I prevented the bounces by jumping into my teammate, and I basically almost baited the ultimate from Leech, and then okay, let's see here. It's not the best item, but it will have to do. It seems we have a teammate TP top. And almost armlet, which is an interesting item. Probably should defend there, so just slowly make my way there. Probably should have enough gold for the armlet relatively soon. More mana, more problems. So in terms of armlets, it's basically a toggle item. So you get a lot of strength and damage, but you lose health. It's not going to, I mean, you're not going to die from this. Sorry, I need to focus. I don't need any noise. I do need to go top. You can't die from this, but it will get you really low, so if an enemy decides to last hit you when you're really low, you will die eventually. You can't die from the item alone, but with a bit of help from your good enemies, you will eventually run out of HP. So you really have to be careful. Oh, don't tell me that it's mine. It's mine? Come on, that guy got a lot of items.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I'm going to go for the one with most HP. And definitely going for attack speed. So unfortunate there that he got both couriers. However, he did pay with his life for it, so in terms of resource exchange, not the worst that could happen. Middle is low, so I am going to try and repel it. getting this catapult not the best of ideas. But I felt that the catapult was dealing a lot of damage to the tower, so the best way to deal with that damage was basically steal the catapult. Which ended up working, however now I don't have an escape mechanism. Managed to kill their initiator, but it's not enough.
Radiant structures are fortified.
We need to kill this archer and then deny the tower.
Your middle tower has been denied.
Which is a small victory, I guess, but not, again, not something that would turn the game around. Now, in terms of next build-up item, I would say Basher is a must. I have to be careful here. There is a fight going on, so we should at least walk towards it. This Invoker is playing pretty well, if I'm honest with you, landing his spells. So now if we look at our damage is about 118, right? And if we activate Armlet, okay. So now I've activated Armlet, so I hit pretty hard, but then I die because I don't have any team support. I could have somebody to come to me ever again. No, nobody interested. Should have been a bit earlier, not so late, but yeah, what can we do? At least my target died in the end, which is fine. So you saw there, we dealt quite a lot of damage with Armlet on, so especially if you focus on a target. It's really useful to try to deal that extra damage that adds up, but at the same time, if you get caught, you keep losing 40 health per second, you will never have a chance to toggle it off. And I think when you toggle it off, let me see here, so let's say I lose 40 health per second, and when I toggle it off, you see I lose 400 or something like that. I lose the health bonus, right? So it can be quite painful when you toggle it off. Already we are fighting 3 versus 5, so I say we should press the issue.
Your top tower is under attack.
In terms of damage bonus from this Armlet, the damage bonus is quite significant, I would say. So see, we do hit pretty hard, and with the Lifestealer, it's basically we are losing no life. In terms of cost, that is 2,500, so not that bad. A lot of damage for 2,500. We get attack speed, we get damage, we get armor, we get HP, and when we activate it, we do get a lot of bonus. So a great item to have on Lifestealer. There was somebody there, but I'm not going to go by myself. So I'm going to try and lure them. Maybe a hook now, maybe a hook now, maybe a hook. Well, I was silenced, so nothing I could do there. At least we're going to get lots of return kills. 2 of them. 2 for 2 so far. The problem is with this disruptor area of effect ultimate, it silences me, so it stays there forever and ever, and so my original plan of going Manta style, I don't think it's viable anymore. I think I do need Black Kingba. So as soon as I get my as soon as I finish off my Basher, I will need Black Kingba. I would get an item basically for magic immunity, and as soon as Black Kingba finishes, I will then use my Q, my ability to grant further magic immunity, which means that throughout the fight I shouldn't be worried about any kind of spells targeting me. If, however, this disruptor is allowed to
Your top tower is under attack.
really take off and really buy whatever item he pleases,
Your top tower
then
is under attack.
his ultimate will also prevent items from activating, not only abilities. So this is something to be mindful of. An important, I believe it's an Aghanim Scepter upgrade that can make my life hell. Really should keep an eye on that. That was a misclick there. Probably should activate Armlet when I do these small camps. And okay, what is going on there? Who is getting caught? Doesn't matter, it's already too late. However, I feel that this game is a bit more stable than the previous one. I mean, we are behind because we did fail our lane, because we got countered pretty hard. However, if,
Your top tower is under
again,
attack.
big if this
Your top
carry
tower
Phantom
has
Lancer
fallen.
again doesn't really gain a massive advantage in a very short time, I do
Your top tower is under
do
attack.
think our chances are decent. I'm going to try here to come from behind. Try to lure some of their attention. But you saw how much damage
Your middle tower is
Silencer
under attack.
and Phantom Lancer are capable of doing. Here I'm not.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Okay, that was really awkward there. Lost control my hero for a second, so I didn't do anything. But anyway, I don't think I would have been that impactful. I do have a Skull Basher now,
Your top
so
tower
I am
is
able
under
to
attack.
achieve more, I think.
Your top tower is under attack.
Not sure if this is the real one. Does look like the real one, does hit like the real one. Now I do feel that I need my Aghanim Shard to single out an important target, like this Silencer. Basically go with X on Silencer, slow him down, and then go with everything I have onto him, or perhaps one of their supports. But at the same time, I do feel that I need a dispel item, preferably Black Kingba, because of how their team works. Also, Black Kingba would protect me from Diffusal Blade as well. So anyway, whenever the fight starts, if I could just get the Black King bar, that would be great. Now, this armlet does not, I don't think it scales up very well. Doesn't scale up at all actually. So something to keep in mind whenever you buy armlets, doesn't scale up. So as the game progresses, it becomes obsolete. Need to disable it. And my only worry now is basically to finish off Black King bar, so I can choose targets freely in team fights. Perhaps their support. And as soon as this Black King bar is finished, then I should probably pick the Aghanim Shard, Open Wounds, and then Infest. I should level up my abilities and pray that my impact in the team fight is enough. Invoker and Dazzle would need to focus on that Phantom Lancer. Unfortunately, there's almost nothing that I can do to help them. Maybe also Slark, if he surprises the Phantom Lancer, for example here, right? Oh god. Can I hit pretty hard with this? What am I going for here? Am I going for Phantom Lancer here? Am I going for Phantom Lancer? I'm actually hitting him, I'm actually hitting him, I'm actually hitting him. Oh no. Oh, I almost got him, I feel. But my team is busy going for Timbersaw, which is really unfortunate because I feel that we could have gotten Phantom Lancer there relatively easily. But again, if you get jumped, you have to, I mean, the instinct is to run away. Also, I don't know what Slark was doing throughout all that. Makes no sense. Well, I guess, yeah, if you could jump Phantom Lancer with Silver Edge, then that would be great. Well, if I ever get BKB, then I will be able to have more of an impact in these fights. Very important to the word, and my team is doing the right, so basically making the right decision there. Oh, that's going to be absolutely a pain to deal with. So you see, even with Armlet of Mordigan and Skull Basher, I still couldn't get Phantom Lancer there. Just didn't have enough damage. Nice one from Punch there. Silencer, very keen on fighting me. Now would be a best time for the hook. Now it would be the great time for the hook. Hook them into base, hook them into base. But now he doesn't use it because he doesn't play his hero. So anyway, doesn't matter. Shouldn't be bitter. He just hooked a room. Nothing more. Did not really do much. Let's see, perhaps Blade with damage, because I feel that mana regen doesn't do much at this point. I could go in here, I could pop my magic immunity and I could go in, but I feel that will not do much. We need team players here. We need 5. Okay, I'm not sure what is happening here. I don't know which one is the real one, but this one seems like see, I hit quite hard there, but not enough. We need to regen before we do anything else. And you saw how I ran out of mana. I couldn't use my infest, so that's one more reason to basically get that Aghanim's scepter. It gives me a bit of mana as well. But actually the best item to deal with the mana problem is actually Black Kingba, because it gives me a mechanism, a second mechanism to deal with that mana drain from from Phantom Lancer. So if I pop my BKB and exchange hits with Phantom Lancer, as long as I can find which one is the real one, I feel that I do stand a chance. And my next item after BKB would be, I'm guessing, Open Wounds, and then Aghanim Scepter. I don't feel comfortable rushing Aghanim Scepter, simply because in these fights I wasn't able to. So for example, I did not have enough mana to cast Infest. So yeah, it's just as long as it doesn't come with a mana reduction, I don't feel incentivized purchasing that. I feel that I will never have mana to cast my ultimate ability in these team fights. As long as I can get it off in the beginning, sure, maybe. Otherwise, it feels like it's never going to happen. Oh god. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Why did he silence? Why did he silence? Do we have detection? Do we have detection? You see, I do deal quite a lot of damage. And now I will get... Go Frenzy Slow. No, I'll get Evasion. Guessing Evasion is quite good versus a hero like Phantom Lancer. And 4 versus 3 buys us enough time for me to finish off the Black Kingba. So now I would be able to definitely pop my Black Kingba and go for whichever hero I choose. And I would say that Silencer deals quite a lot of damage. And considering that he has Invis, I would say that Dust of Appearance would be the item of choice here. I do need to be able to really focus on the target and finish it off, so I shouldn't be relying on my teammates to buy reveal items for me. I should basically make sure I have all the necessary tools to finish the job. I have a job, I have an objective in each and every one of these fights, so I need to fulfill that objective. As long as even if it feels uncomfortable, I should make sure that I buy all these uncomfortable requirements so that I can fulfill the job. It's not fair when you end up buying too many little things and you feel that support might have been better suited or better placed to purchase those revelation words. For example, we never have revelation words in these team fights, which is terrible. So sure how many enemies are coming there. Seems a lot of them, so probably we should get back. Especially with Timbersaw, he does not fear anything. We can jump in. Doubt. He has the courage to. Oh, that was actually a nice... Not sure who am I attacking here. I'm not stopping. I don't know why this came so late. I don't understand why this invoker came so late. I mean, it should have been there. He should have been there. He should have fought together with the team. Why is it coming so late?
Your middle tower is under attack.
Anyway,
Are under attack.
I did not play perfectly, so probably I shouldn't be mad at him. We all made mistakes. And Slav managing to pick up those sports there. Saving grace, I guess. And Invoker is not doing too bad. If we ignore that fight when he came very, very late, which in my opinion would have been crucial.
Are fortified. Your top tower is under attack.
I felt that the tower was getting quite a lot of damage. That's why I fortified it. Oh, we do need some protection there. I'm coming. Which one is it? This one. So, as long as you can identify which one it is, as you can see, we do have a chance at basically neutralizing it. Now, I do need to pay attention to the next item, and I feel that being able to simply slow down the target would aid not only me but my team as well. So max low 50. Not sure because it's not an instantaneous slow. I'm not too happy with it. I was expecting at least some element of the slow to be instantaneous. As it seems. Okay, are there more coming here? Is there more coming our way? I do need to pay attention here. I don't understand why they didn't come with the creeps. So frustrating, so frustrating. But I guess we can get this tower.
Middle tower has fallen.
Lives to steal.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Now if we do catch somebody, like Silencer, and with open wounds we should be able to finish him off. Oh, that was a beautiful hook. I'm impressed, I must admit. that the real one? Just an illusion. Just an illusion, I guess. Illusions, but they still need to be killed. Not sure if I'm still attacking the real one. I don't understand what happened there. I should probably have infested somebody better. Well, as long as you don't know who the real Phantom Lancer is, I'm guessing it's pretty difficult. So I also have buyback ready. Probably we should buy back as soon as possible rather than wait it out. Try to discourage them. They are not all here. Not sure if the buyback would be necessary at this point because there's only Phantom Lancer.
Your middle barracks are under attack.
It's only 26 seconds. 21.
Your middle barracks are under attack.
Okay, I'm not affected by silence, so I can just go on this silencer. See, I'm hitting quite hard there. Come on, I know he was the real one.
Your top tower is under attack.